Each episode of the Lion Goat podcast is completely improvised. Expect comedy. Do not expect consistency or sense to be made. This is random nonsense for your amusement. I am Podbot. I make the bebop skull beep boop. On today's episode, we embark on a captivating voyage navigating the tricky waters of a Serpentine river, where an extraordinary world of wonder awaits. Along the winding banks, ancient turtles lazily bask, and majestic bald eagles soar, while iridescent fish dart just beneath the surface. As the river's tranquil flow gives way to turbulent rapids, our storyteller must skillfully navigate treacherous currents and hidden eddies. Will he find hidden waterfalls, or sun-drenched lagoons, amongst whispers of a long-forgotten past? Stay with us until the very end to uncover the surprising truths hidden beneath the tranquil surface. Warning: the following podcast might rot your brain. I warned you. If you want to experience this podcast as intended, listen while wearing stereo headphones.
Welcome to your next experience of the great beyond.
Rejoin our brave adventurer on yet another kayak down the river Harpeth. You must excuse his microphone sound because he has no waterproof mic today, ladies and gentlemen. He's using a primitive method. His mic is under his hat. You can hear the paddle. Crows, chickadees, wrens, sparrows, robins. The birds above chirping from the trees. It's around 4 in the afternoon. Day is a gorgeous sunny day. The sky is an azurian blue. Cotton tufted clouds. White, nice grey tufts on the bottom, shivering the light of the bright sunshine. Water's green, leaves dapple the water top as it's late in September, nearly fall time. It's a brilliant 80 degrees, very light humidity.
Well, good Tuesday afternoon in the 24/7 Weather Center. This beautiful shot this afternoon. You can, wow! Yeah, y'all! Yeah. Yeah.
Can I try this again? I don't know what the hell I'm saying. 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 Just tired. That's it. All right.
This has been the weather report. I'm not sure why I'm talking so much about the weather. Just trying to paint a picture for our adventurer today. It's on a nice 5-mile yak down the Harpeth River. Not an adventure as much as it is just a leisure trip today. Our adventurer just enjoying the sights. Taking in the brilliant yellow wildflowers, taking in all of the red-eared sliders, all of the turtles, as they sit upon the trunks of the giant sycamore trees, the giant oak trees, giant cottonwood trees that have fallen into the water. Taking in all the dragonflies again, seeing some water nymphs, seeing some mayflies. The water's low today. Might have to portage if he's not careful. He must read the sight lines carefully. Must look for the splits and the V's in the water as he approaches each rocky crossing, each bar of the river. But it's brilliant that the water's so shallow because he's able to see many trout. He saw 4 trout so far that were over 2.5 feet long. Many trout besides that were shorter, from fingerlings to brilliant catfish, some river sunfish. The bees are buzzing around him, enjoying their lovely day collecting pollen. We must thank you, listener. Thank you for joining us on this quest today. We appreciate your presence every single time. He has to pick up some speed to get around this next bar. Make sure he's going to find himself a bit of deep water. Now approaching the split in the river, a place where on the left side there's tiny little rapids. The last time he was here, he saw a beautiful river otter dancing in the rapids, chasing fish, catching it in his teeth, tossing it up in the air, playing with his prey, just loving the day, loving the brilliant, beautiful day, enjoying a nice bit of lunch. And you might hear his boat scrape as he goes through this next shallow passage. Brilliant! Done it. Found his way. So he went straight to the center of the bay. Starts 3 big rocks. Getting pulled into an eddy. Just gently course correct his paddle. Handle that terrain brilliant. I do say so myself. No, it's not the first time this adventure's kayaking. If you're a listener to this podcast, you'll know for sure. You've had at least one other yakking adventure, but oh, the many times that he's been down this river over the course of his lifetime. He probably could count them, but he's never really tried, so who knows how many times it's been. Like I said, this is a leisurely, enjoyable trip, just a chance to take in one last bit of the river before the fall storms come. Enjoying all the beautiful leaves. They turn themselves out, turn themselves up, turn their white bottoms into the air for transpiration, saying to the clouds, "We're thirsty. Bring us a dollop of rain. Bring us a nice fresh drink." You see that it hasn't been long since the water's been high. The bottoms of the trees carry the silt of the riverbed. And the last time, the river's raged. But luckily today, there's no worries of that. No worries of flood, no worries of damage. Just a lovely afternoon. Beautiful birds singing in the distance. The hills to the left. Beautiful green mounds. Beautiful valley topped with trees. The gorgeous clouds seem to draw an arrow directly into the valley with their lines. On either side of the panorama, a beautiful V formed in the sky, pointing away to the beautiful vista. As if the clouds themselves are saying to our adventurer, "Look here, look and enjoy. Take in this masterful, gorgeous work of art that is the world, the earth upon which you live. Breathe deeply in this fresh air. Lovely to be out of the city, to be out in the bush, a chance away from the daily doldrums of work, a chance to take in all the beautifulness, to meditate upon the choices that one has made, meditate upon the losses that dear friends have recently felt in their lives, being grateful for the new lives that have come into friends' lives, new children, new nephews, so many wonderful things to be grateful for. Recently I had a tire out, had a flat tire. Some bloke had thrown his screws into the roadway. Not sure what he was thinking there. Maybe had a few spare screws. Didn't need that day. Had a pretty filly to go home to, maybe. Thought he'd get those screws off into the world. A chance to see a beautiful red-headed woodpecker. Hear it calling in the distance. The edges up there quietly. I have a chance to see that woodpecker. Playing hide and seek. I don't blame you. Playing a bit of hide and seek today myself, mate. Anyways, some bloke decided he'd throw screws into the road. It was my great luck to find 2 of them in the same tire. At first I felt a bit upset about it. Then I realized there was another way to look at it. How lucky am I? What great fortune must I have? What low probability that there is that I could find 2 of those screws in my tire. I patched the tire up after just a couple of hours. Good as can be. It looks good for now. Hopefully it'll get me down the road a bit. for a war longer. That was one of the tires that didn't have a lot of wear on it. It was one of the nicest of the 4 tires. In fact, I think it might have been the nicest tire out of the 4. Anyways, my point is, when you're dealing with troubles in life, and you have a situation that seems odd, there's a couple of different ways you can think about that. Try to think positively. Try to see the brighter side. Or you can whinge and mull about. Choose to try to see it from the perspective of a new pair of trachydags. It's always a shiny bit, and the light hits it just right. It's like today. Brilliant sunny day. Some people might think to themselves, oh man, got the sun in my eyes. It's ruined my trip. Well, I choose to see it as a beauty. It's like this brilliant old sycamore trunk that I'm floating under right now. Shoved most of its bark and just letting its white trunk shine through. Brilliant, beautiful sunlight shining off that white trunk makes it a beautiful sight. The way the sun shines off the ripples of water in front of me, like the furrows of a never-ending brilliant sine wave, pulsing with some beautiful rhythmic music. Music that we'll never hear, the music that the surface of the water plays, the reach of the waves ripples, causes another ripple, causes another sound, like the wake of my yak as I paddle along. Probably hear that plane flying over, and people might think to themselves, sounds like he's using the same sound effect every time he mentions a plane. The reality is, these little Cessnas, they all sound the same. They're about the right distance. Of course, this one you can probably hear some natural echo off the cliffs around the corner. You're coming upon this brilliant limestone cliff, brilliant red rocks, yellow rocks, and white rocks, tower at least 40 meters above the waterline. As I said, some dear friends of mine recently experienced some loss. Recently experienced some poor diagnoses. I speak out to all those friends just in case they're listening. Just tell them that I love them. Tell them that I hope that their circumstances get better. The ones that can't get better. Tell them that I'll be there to support them in any way they need to make it through the hard times. We all have hard times in our lives. Unfortunately, we don't get to choose when those hard times are coming. Try to remember to try to help them to face those hard times with a positive outlook. There's a way that you can see the hard times in your life like they're an adventure. Not always an adventure one can prepare for, but it is an adventure that most people can face, even if that adventure takes you ultimately to your ultimate demise. Beautiful mimosa tree coming up on the right. It's already let it go of all of its beautiful pink flowers. Oh, there's a river otter up there right underneath the mimosa tree. Brilliant. Might be a beaver. I needed to boat in quietly. Oh, that was gorgeous. I just had it a couple of times to let me see. And excited me. Went and hid under a sycamore log. The base of that mimosa. Beautiful brown river otter. Head was about 5 inches in circumference. Definitely a full-grown adult male. He's doing a bit of fishing there, enjoying shallow waters. Nice shady spot underneath a mimosa tree. Sometimes there's other fishermen in this area. A lot of trout fishermen here. Come out here in their nice canoes. Oh, look, that's a beautiful 3-foot-long river gar. Just gently swaying its tail left and right. Spots on its dappled tail visible underneath the water surface, just an inch below the surface, only about 5 feet away from the tip of his kayak. Like I said, many things to be grateful for.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine, this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
Coming around to the greatest section of the river here. Might have to get quiet again to concentrate. Great heron flying across the river ahead of me. Hear it off there in the distance, but now it's screechy grok. Last time I came through here, a tree had fallen through the only passable bit of the river. It looks like it's still there, no one's cut it down. Let's see if we can make it through in all this shallowness. Maybe a place to portage. I hear a bit of rapids here, folks. Pick up a little bit of speed to make it through this channel. It's only about 3 feet wide here. Passable water. Grab the tree stumps on all the sides. Hanging down over the river. Current's trying to push me into the bank, trying to make my tailwind spin around. Cracker avoided that. I'm having to pass underneath tree trunk. It's very, very shallow here. Only about 4 inches deep. Oh, nicely done. Now I've got to quickly cut across the river. The only spot deep enough to make it through is on the other side. Boulders underneath the river here. Across the river again. Oh no! Yeah, nicely done. Right around the dice, straight walk there, going around the back end. Nicely done, mate. Oh, that got a bit treacherous there, almost. And into some nice big rocks. Now we finally come around to see the giant cliffs up on the left side. Beautiful white cliff faces with the nice deep crevices. A couple of caves up there with some beautiful birds. Misty. Oh, nearly lost sight of a rock underneath the water there. Very good perching spot. Bald eagles on these cliffs. Not sure I see any today. As you can hear, we're quickly coming up on some more rapids. Very shallow, patchy water. Maybe a place we have to hold pause. We'll have to find out if we can make it through. We got stuck last time. That doesn't happen again. The deepest part is the rockiest part here, folks. Hold on to your hats. Making it through here. Great rock ledge across the river. Oh, great. Nicely done. Stepping along the trunk of a tree there. That's a bit dodgy for me. Gladly made it through the adventure. Oh, that was great. You feel the adrenaline pulsing through my veins, feel my heart beating quickly, reminding me that life is a brilliant, beautiful experience. You can never be too grateful. Coming up to the next rapid here, fortunately there's a bit of depth to the water. Oh, it's very shallow. Got to cross the river here just to get to a deeper spot. Follow the water line. The river turns up sharply to the left. Very, 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 very shallow spot of water. No, don't get stuck, mate. Don't get stuck. Keep paddling. Keep paddling. Paddling. Oh, he's made it there, folks. He's made it across. Very, very shallow, mate. Gentlemen, that was very shallow. The fault that you hear there is I paddle very quickly and whip the front end around to the right. Whip the front end around to the left, and then I had to cut diagonally across a 2-inch deep forcing, raising my body weight to the center of the boat, lifting the boat out of the water with my paddle strokes, pushing the paddle deep into the bottom, just to lift the boat. Nicely done. There were signs at the beginning of the river saying that the river was very low. One should expect this trip to take longer than expected. Imagine they were expecting less keen travel. I have to do some portages just to make it through that spot right there. Although we're not out of the river yet. It's another nice shallow spot with some big rocks. A bit easier to see those. One more dodgy little sea I've got to cut here. Great boulders kicking their tips up from the bottom of the riverbed there, just past the shallow spot. Now we come to some more giant rock facing. Turn his boat sharply around the front end. Just dodge the giant rock there, folks. Ever so slightly. It's all one really needs is a couple of inches. Once you got that, got enough to keep passage. We see another very shallow spot here. Shallow spot in the shade. It always makes it a bit more tricky. Some great boulders over here. I have to weave our way through these. Now, I've never been through this part of the river when it was this shallow before. Might get stuck here if I'm not paying very close attention. I do not have nearly enough speed. Pick up that speed here. Oh, yes. Here we go off a little waterfall. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. Got a bit of the rocks there. There's no hole damage. It's way too shallow. Way too shallow. But we didn't get caught up on the ridge. All's good in loving kayaking, that's what I say. All's good in loving adventure. Nice calm part of the river here. I can take a deep breath, breathe in the wildflowers, look at the brilliant trees. Not the last time, but the time before that I came through here. There's a great horned owl just sitting on a beautiful sycamore root, floating 2 feet above the water. Just perched there right on the root. Looked like he was doing a bit of fishing, maybe taking a bit of an afternoon nap, though his eyes were open. And that beautiful little owl just watched me the whole way through as I floated by. He didn't even turn his body. His neck just turned from one side to the other, just watching, thinking his old wise thoughts. I often think that owls come from a deeper place of wisdom. I imagine that's probably one of those childhood tropes from the old Winnie the Pooh stories or something like that. Maybe it was those old Tootsie Roll commercials.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, birds. It's another shallow pot. Got to constantly keep his mind focused. Looking up at the trees for too long. Bald eagles. They're a bit out of season now. They haven't been known to be in this part of the river. Saw a family of 4 one time as they kayaked down through here. Hidden sandbar in the middle of the river. Water's not usually low enough for me to know that pot's there. Lovely. It's nice to take the same adventure multiple times over and over, because it seems like every time you go, you can find appreciation for something a bit different. It's always a different season. The colours are always slightly different. All of the plants and flowers are different each time. You always see different animals along the way. We've reached a very, very shallow portion here. There's actually a bit of current. The first bit of current we've really actually felt, aside from the rapids, the river today. It's nice not to have to paddle so hard, just to let yourself drift away. Just drifting along the river, listening to the squirrels, listening to the chipmunks chitter, listening to the birds sing their song. Great boughs of sycamores drip down. Beautiful muscadine vines hanging like the hair of Rapunzel off of their limbs, reaching down to kiss my vision. Into the hear the chipmunks singing their yearly mating song. Smell the dead fish here, approaching some great predators, ravens of their last capture. It's got a very musty smell, sulphury smell. Smells like death, but if you think about it, in every death, there's a wealth of life. All the many beautiful petrivores that live there, of course, in life, they may not look beautiful to the eye, but they serve a beautiful purpose. Well, it's in the death of others that they find their food, find their homes, their shelters. Great. Rock turtle just went over the bow of the boat. Went over a big boulder there, spanning its little feet behind it. Always love to watch the way turtles swim. On land, sometimes they seem so clumsy, but underwater, beautiful fluid strokes of their legs. Is that route that I saw that great horned owl on. Sadly today it's barren. But there's a great blue heron. Just passed it on the riverbank. Love to paddle down this river because the great blue herons, they like to fly along with you. As you come down the river, it probably makes them very angry. Maybe they don't have a sense of anger from it, but maybe it freaks them out and scares them. They just keep flying along, but it seems like they're almost leading you down the river, saying this is the way to go. They'll fly about 20 meters and land again and wait for you. As you come back up around the bend, They leap up and let out their little grot, swim a little bit farther down the bank. I said swim, I meant fly. Seems like they're almost swimming in air there, if you think about it. Probably a bit different when it comes to the physics and all that. I never did complain about being a scientist there. I do have a rudimentary knowledge, a bit of an education around these things, a bit of a formal education, mostly self-taught. Another great oak tree's falling across the river here. I have to make my way around the tip without getting in the shallow water. It might be a bit tricky. Not sure if you can hear it yet. We're coming up to the next set of rapids. Great brown boulders sticking their tips up underneath the water. A great white cliff over on the left side. Nice big rock, center of the island. And beautiful river mussels there. The shells open and turned upside down. That rock's been used by many birds as a tool for catching their food. Just come here and drop the freshwater mussels, break them open on that rock. At least 200 open mussel shells there. I think I hear the kingfisher talking to me now. Warning his friends that I'm coming up on them. Alright folks, might lose me here for a moment. If I've got a fork in the river, from what side am I going to go, left or right? Oh mate, the right side's definitely too shallow. The left side's full of rocks. There's a central channel. Oh, there's a little baby turtle there. Alright, we're going to have to take a very sharp turn. I don't think I made it through this spot before. Ladies and gentlemen, turning there as I go over the rocks. Nearly tipped the boat now. Alright, going through a nice shallow channel. Cut that deep. Oh, there's a big rock ahead. Dog sit on the left, another big rock on the right. Dog sit on the right, and it's dog turn the tip of his boat around. Back to the center of the river. Over the waterfall. Oh, brilliant. Nicely done. Very shallow waterfall, only a couple of feet there. And I've definitely gotten stuck there before. Today, even with the water being low, no problem. You might think that this adventure is getting a bit of talent. I've definitely got a blister on my thumb from that one though, folks. Rip the blister open. I have to try to keep that out. Muddy water here. Definitely don't want to get that sulfurous bacteria. Mate, sometimes you do a brilliant thing, making it over the waterfall without getting stuck, but you bust open your blister. Same time. It's alright, it's just an opportunity to pamper a well-warmed left Palestinian. Of course, it's on the top of my hand and not on the bottom. Plenty of calluses on my palm, handling the oar, the shovel, the axe, the rake. There's a great house just sitting there waiting for us as we slowly float up the bank here, sitting just under a nice, beautiful sycamores. I can see he's watching closely. He's getting ready to jump. I don't want to raise my paddle. Don't want to stall him. Sorry, buddy. You see that he's starting to walk? Oh, there he goes. Sorry, mate. Thanks for showing me the way down the river. I hope you find a nice big fish. This time he's gotten smart and he's flying high up into the trees. I must have had a good catch of prey here because I can see him wheeling back around. About to fly back over me here and reclaim a spot there on the bank. These lovely tree frogs and the crickets starting to swim a bit here on the right. Oh wow, look at that. There's a big smallmouth bass. We'll see those in the river here. Maybe some other type of fish that I'm not aware of what it looked like about. It'd be a good fishing spot here. Water's calm. Lots of big rocks for the fish to hide around. Just enough depth for the fish not to be too weary taking the bait. Nice shady spot here. Big elm tree over on the right. Oh, look at that. There's some thrushes. Perched above some purple wallflowers over on the bank there. Beautiful, brilliant red cardinal chasing a brown thresher.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
That's another river otter. Up on the left bank. Oh, I hear some eagles up ahead. Go from never seeing them, seen two in the same day. Running right along the bank there. Although this guy looks a bit big, this might be a muskrat. No, definitely an otter. His long tail to dove under. Dang. He heard me. Got too close. He must live in the roots of the sycamore tree here. Probably at the den there. Oh no, he's come up again though. I climbed up on the bank, skidded into the patch of kudzu there. Never to be seen again by this bloke. Thanks for the few moments of our friendship there, my mate. Nice to meet you. Nice to make the acquaintance. Beautiful purple clover here on either bank. Beautiful Indian paintbrush. Beautiful red flowers, like tiny tips. Nice dark-eyed Susans. Beautiful yellow butterflies flying over the river there. I came upon a big parcel of turtle. Sorry about that, mate. A whole family of them dove right into the water. Came around, end of the log, I didn't see them. And I dove down deep to the deep end. Bit of depth here, so I'll have to get some paddling so I get some speed. It's always great to see grass growing out of the tip of a big trunk of a log that's been sitting in the water for at least 5 years. It's amazing how life can find a way out here. Oh, a beautiful water bug that's speeding along the top of the water there. A little jet ski whizzed by me and had no idea bugs could trail that fast on the top of the water. I suppose I've seen water striders do it, but not a little bug like that. A little round black bug. I'm not sure what sort of water bug that was.
Hey, dudes. When me and my babe got married, man, I flashed on this fully tubular concept, you know? We're like mainstream now. So when we bought a jet ski, it had to be rad enough for me, but tame enough for the little missus. Whoa!
Bumped on by there. Trying to get close to the next little bit of rapids here. This is the part I might definitely get stuck in. Very shallow. Luckily, I haven't seen too many snakes. Although I do love to see a snake out when I'm in the kayak. Seen some brilliant copperheads in this river before. Water moccasins as well. It's a bit hard to tell if them apart in the far away. And swimming through the water. There's also some beautiful water snakes here. Are people afraid of snakes? You definitely have to be afraid of snakes if you're in Australia. But here in the United States, adventuring today, not too many wild snakes out here that you have to be afraid of, especially in this area. It's mainly just the copperhead and water moccasins. Those are pretty easy to see. They've got diamond-shaped heads. They've got pits on their faces. If you flip one over, you can see the ventral stripes. Scales form a straight band across the bottom. Instead of V-shape, and they come together.
There's one. What a little nip. I'm in no danger at all.
Whoa, now, see how nippy he is? A bit naughty. Check this out. Have a look at this stuff. Primeval ooze. Whoa, doesn't smell real crash hot, but it's absolutely chock-a-block with nutrients. Ooh, be careful. Oh, you're a grumpy snake. It's a little bit cranky. Now wait. And he's saying, look how big I am. I'm a venomous snake. Ooh, be careful. Keeps covering his tail up nicely. Whoa, what a little ripper. Isn't she gorgeous? Now she's also gravid. You can see she's got a lump that starts about here. Beautiful specimen. They've got a habit of coming straight back up over their own body and whistling past your ear. I've had to use a catch bag. I don't muck with it. It's tail into a catch bag, and now I'll get him back out into the bush. Whew. He's a little bit cranky. Now wait. Wow, too close. That was too close. Getting bitten on the face is really hard because you can't get a pressure bandage on it.
They won't retreat and run out of people's way. People stand on them, whack, they bite low and hard.
This one coming up to the next waterfall here. You start seeing more than that. Yeah. Oh, that was shallow, folks. Right over its head. Definitely scratched the bottom of my boat and that one though. Literally no water. Surely made it through there on currents alone. Oh, that was brilliant though. That's the line I've got to take. I never take that line because there's a big rock there you have to go over. I normally get stuck there. got all the luck today with the line. Better knock on wood. Too bad my oar's made of aluminum. Most days I get stuck in that spot. I never flipped over there though. Well, most days when it's shallow. A couple right line today though, went straight through the big rock spot. Seemed like there was a bit of current, so I just decided to take it. Hopefully my boat's got no permanent damage. I definitely have to flip it and get back to the end of the river. Not too much farther now. Definitely made it most of the way down the river today. What a great day it's been. 2 river otters. Beautiful fish. Got to see that great big river gull. Brilliant. That's the last bit of rapids that we're going to have. Ah, speaking of snakes, there's one crossing the river in front of me now. Ah, it's a little stripy critter. Ah, it's a beautiful water snake. It might be a tiny little copperhead. Only about 6 inches long. They'll soon need a diameter. And tail left and right. Getting carried by the current here. Having a hard time making it across. I'd be surprised if it was a copperhead though. Head is too small to see if it was arrow shaped. That's the thing about the small ones. Fortunately, if it's copperhead, the small ones are the most vicious of the little buggers. And the most dangerous. They're too young to know the difference. They give all their poison. Got one more shallow spot here. I gotta get some trout here. There's no water at all. Cut through. Diagonal. Still the top current there. Oh, it's fantastic. Well done, mate. Love to be in that shade over there. Oh, the river is only about an inch of water. I don't think I'm going to make it up to the waterfall today. There's a spot on this river. There's a big tunnel up there. It's actually a man-made waterfall. They cut a tunnel through the rocks. An old mill that used to be in this area. If the water's high, there's a side inlet creek that's made by that little waterfall that you can take. I know. I call myself an unseen dude. Right through the shady spot. That spot of the river's never so shallow. I might definitely scratch the boat today. Made so much noise, scared off the heron without even letting me get close by. Anyway, I was saying there's a man-made waterfall there. And a nice day after a rainstorm. Paddle right up that little inlet creek. Get right to the base of the waterfall. Get as close as you want. Down there, let the water trickle all over the bow of the boat if you want to. Ah, there's some eagles. I hear them. Definitely some eagles around here though. Must be back there in the shallow spot. Can't see them now. Sun's getting low. I can smell water moccasins. Got a pungent odor. Smells a bit like the musk of a muskrat or ferret or a mink. A bit like a skunk, but not as fruity, not as much tang to it. Actually, what they smell the most like. It's old He-Man character. When I was a kid, there was this little action figures named He-Man. A friend of mine had some. There was one that was called Skunk Man, a Skunk Hole, or something like that. It never so much smelled like a skunk, but it just kind of smelled like a water moccasin. It's not exactly the same, but it's got that same sort of taste in the back of your throat.
Ew! The evil smell of stink all overpowered He-Man. I smell trouble! Man arts cannot escape the evil smell of stink oil. Now, He-Man! Smell your own stink! Yarr!
Stink oil with real smell.
Ah, beautiful. Brilliant, the number of little snakes and turtles just sticking their heads up out of the water, just taking a peek right in front of me here. I forgot about that, coming up on another shallow spot. Might just let the current take me here though. Oh, beautiful river trout swam right past me, just darted right past me. Love to see a fish swimming in the current. So they can always swim faster than the current. They use the current to propel them forward.
I be spazzing because.
Slid right past me. Must have been going 20 kilos an hour. Alright, now, cut this left bank here. It's very shallow, but it will get me to the deepest part of the water. Ah, very shallow. This is a bit tricky. I never cut this bank this sharp. Oh, but that's brilliant. That's what I was saying about adventures. Every time it's different. Oh, it's cutting a new line. That's more shallow than it's ever been. Oh, brilliant. Right through there. That part's never really rapid, but it's a bit rapid today. Oh, it's gorgeous. Nicely done. You might say to yourself, this bloke's full of himself, giving himself all these compliments.
You're so skibbity. You're so phantom tax.
There's that woodpecker right in front of me. Got beautiful black on tops of his wings, white rings around his shoulders, nice white breast, and a brilliant, beautiful red head. Maybe 5 meters above the water top. Up in a beautiful tree there. Oh, now he's hidden himself away. I reached him. That's alright, little fella. Hope you find some nice grubs. There's always a new way to look at the river. It's always different. This river, the water level fluctuates so greatly here. It's different every single time I come. Some days it's close for flooding. I'll let you on the river. It's not like they really patrol it though. It's definitely dangerous on some days. Oh, it's very shallow here. I'm going to make it through here. It's just no clean water there. The whole river was shallow. I'm going to trot along the left bank there. Didn't see the time. Way the light shining off the top of the water. You can tell that was actually the bottom of the water. Okay, I don't appear to be taking on water. I'm getting a bit tired though. Should have brought some treats. Maybe see a short adventure though. Like I said, just a leisurely afternoon. Jaunt to a well-known river. I'm going to find someone doing some yard work here. Getting back to civilization now. Someone's placed themselves a grill right up here on the riverbed. Had themselves a barbecue lately. Well, if they do that, and it's about 6 feet up, I think they'll have a rude awakening one day. That's a nice stone. Definitely not above the water line. This part of the river. And flip stage. There's a minor flip stage. Big farm here. It's got himself at least 30 acres. Sounds like he's got his chainsaw out. And to do some maintenance on some trees that's falling over. Ah, it's probably just a weed eater. That's an eagle. Wow. Giant 2-foot bald eagle. That's a young one. Doesn't even have its white head yet. It's a big one now. Definitely I've seen eagles before here.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
Nice spread here. And beautiful. Wood sided cabin, old cedar shaped siding. Tin roof up on the tops of the bank just there. Quite a big barn, nice little waterfall. Leads down into the river after a rainstorm. I went up on the spot last time I was here, saw a great big copperhead. It was at least 10.5 feet long and about 3 inches in diameter, just lying on top of a log. Just around the corner here. Just a head shady spot. Not likely we'll see anything there again today. One never knows. Maybe that big snake just likes to hang out around here. I'll imagine poor snake living on the river. Quite a nomadic life. Well, I haven't done a lot of research on that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe snakes like to farm themselves little places back. Around for a while. Definitely deeper waters here. At least I can pick up a bit of speed on the paddle. Sky's still brilliant, beautiful blue. Nice nutheads up there. Ah, golden finches flying up there. Beautiful boxwood tree over on the right side, towering above. Nice willow there. A lot of times, standby willows don't get that tall. Oh, it's shady enough here, and then take off my sunny. Got some brilliant, beautiful dragonflies today. Only about 1.5 inches long. Had the most beautiful, brilliant sky blue coloring on its back, head and its torso. Those great big black ones. So if you look at them closely, they're not really black. They just appear black. They're really kind of iridescent, like a nice shiny pet. Kind of like the way oil looks. Shine water on it, rainbow colours. Ah, murder pros. Oh, singing to me. Oh, the stories of murder. That's quite fond crows. Make a lot of racket. They're brilliant birds. Although I think it's not the crow that's brilliant. It's all the birds that are brilliant. We just don't give them all credit. There's the spot where that big copperhead was. It's not man today. Sitting on a couple of turtles. Ah, poor little guys. So skittish. Always think you're about to come and get them, even though you're 10 meters away. Ah, look at that. Tiny little snapping turtle. It's about 4 inches in diameter. It's got a nice ridge on its back. Looks like a little dinosaur just sitting there. I noticed the snapping turtles aren't as skittish as their sliders. Snapping turtles will hold their ground. But hey mate, come on over here, I'll give you a little taste. Taste of what my beak can do. Once had a help a big snapping turtle who found himself upside down in the middle of the road. Great big snap. About, I'd say it's more than 1/2 meter in diameter. Closer to a meter. Or not, maybe 2/3. And he sprawled out on his back. And got a stick about the diameter of my wrist. He tried to wedge it up under the side to flip them over because the poor little buckets can't breathe if they're upside down. They've got that great long tail and that great long neck, not so they can reach and snap you, but because they get so big and they have to flip themselves over. He was just struggling up on the ridge. He whipped his head around, he broke that stickle right in half. I promise you that. Stickle's a good 30 centimeters in perimeter, I'd say. Oh, look at those little cuties. A flock of them just took off and flew. The only way to go to bed, they like to hang out on their own. Anyways, great snapper broke that log in half. I had to tell him stop being so stupid. Just trying to help him out. I've got our last little bit of adventure here. Got to get around the shallow bit, rapids. On spot 3 is where a log is sticking out above the water. If we're going to have to duck under it, might be stuck. Alright, here we go here, folks. Just fill up. Big tree underneath here. Under 3 sideways. How hard to make it around this big star that's sticking out. Oh, my boat nearly chipped on that one, folks. Might have a sore paw for a couple of weeks. Quite a bit of fun now. Now I reached the end of this river adventure. I can see the bridge up ahead where the takeout is. Bank is lined here with a rock beach on the left side. Lots of people like to stop there and have a picnic. I'll be having a picnic today. Got to get on back and do some more walk this afternoon. Hear the grasshoppers singing. Barn swallows and all the red-headed woodpeckers. And across the bridge here. Wild trucks be driving over. Beautiful chimney sweeps they form their nest here. Made these little mud houses on the bottom of this bridge up here. Hundreds of these little gold-shaped mud daub houses hanging from the bottom of the bridge. I bet that's what's making all that racket. That is the chimney sweep. Look up the sounds I make.
As lucky can be, as lucky
Another tree frog there. Nice green tree frog. Some of the tree frogs around here are this brilliant grey colour. They blend in very well with, yeah, I think that's what all that was. A woodpecker. A different kind of woodpecker. I'm going underneath the bridge here. Chimney sweeps on out today. Normally you see them flying around, catching all the marfies. Hopefully it's still the middle of the day, it's not all the marfies around. Oh, the woodpecker's waiting on here. Coming up here to the landing. Might be the end of the podcast, folks. I'm so glad that I could take you along here on this adventure with me today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks for going on another adventure with us. Hopefully we'll have some more. We'll be checking our social medias. our Instagram, got our YouTubes, got our X, we're on the TikToks, but not really getting much engagement there. If you're out there on the TikToks, please tell your friends. Check out the LionGoatPodcast. Mostly it's just promotional content for the podcast, though. So if you're listening to the podcast, maybe just join us as a friend there. We might have some more special content in the future. Hope you have a wonderful day. Never forget, even your life can be an adventure. It's always an adventure we have, no matter how large or small. Try to look at the positive side of life. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for listening.
We would love to receive your feedback, your improvisation suggestions, your questions for advice, and your musical compositions for response. Please email us or send us a voicemail. Our address is LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com. Find, like, review, subscribe, and contact us on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, and X at LionGoatPodcast, all one word, LionGoatPodcast. Please subscribe to this podcast on your podcast player. We are available on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and anchor.fm/LionGoatPodcast. Please tell all your friends, enemies, and any strangers to listen to our podcast. This will help us bring joy to everyone. Text-to-speech services were provided by freetts.com and readloud.net. Various audio clip content, used for the purposes of satire, were located on youtube.com and the Internet Archive. Additional sound effects were provided by freesound.org. Other original music for today's show was composed, performed, and recorded by the excellent musicians at Hairline Productions. Today's show was edited, produced, and recorded by the world's greatest sound designers and engineers at Hairline Productions. Please like their content on SoundCloud/Hairline Productions.